Hey guys, what's up? Surmo11 here. Today I will be doing something different, and I will be giving my thoughts on 3 of the 6 new Cartoon Network pilots for different shows and stuff. I These are only 3 pilots I could find. The other 3 are just gone because Cartoon Network just took them down and just got rid of them from the internet. Um, and I do want to give a shout out to Evernote, which is the new app I'm using for my notes and stuff. The note on the notes app on the iPod or the iPhone that's automatically on there, it lost my notes, and then I found them in my email, but that's still bad because I lost them. So I don't know what's up with that app. But Evernote lets you keep these on your computer, your iPod, and all these different devices, and it's really good. I also have the notes on my tablet, so this is great. Whenever I need to make a video, I have it everywhere, all my ideas and stuff. So I am very happy with this app. So anyways, moving on to the shows. Excuse me, I feel a little bit weird. I just woke up. Cartoon Network hits 2013 on a strong note with some new great shows. So Cartoon Network has 6 pilots out for different shows, and so far 2 of them are becoming shows. And I was only able to find 3 pilots, so I will only talk about those shows. And FYI, I read what other people were saying about the shows and the other 3, and it wasn't good. So I'm guessing these 3 are the best. Also, please go watch the pilots before watching this. I'll try to put them in the description. I'm really sorry. I hope my voice sounds alright. I feel congested. But as I said, I'll put the episodes I can't talk in the description. So first up is Clarence. It's a new kid comes to town, and ironically, he invites all the kids to his house, which is something that's different because normally when you come to a new school or something, you just walk up in front of the class and just like, "Hi, my name's Clarence," and that's it. But he even gives the teacher a rather spicy invite because it's like, I think it's like her and some guy kissing on the invite, so it's kind of weird. And then some of the humor in the show is on the lines of being risque. Have you ever heard people say the word risky like that? It's weird, but anyways, I was certain that no one was gonna come to his party because a mean kid kicked the invitation into his face, and then he's just at home talking to his mother about it. And that's kind of where it really hit home, because I legitimately felt bad for the character, and I could kind of relate, not to that extreme level, but I can kind of relate to the character. And it made me think about Watamote, which is a new 2013 anime about an unpopular girl. That's all I'm gonna say, but you should definitely check that anime out. And I have to admit that I love the interaction between Clarence and his mother because it was completely realistic. Parents are always there for you, and it was kind of heartwarming. So after his mother leaves, a kid actually does come over, and his name is Jeff. And I felt like Clarence kind of weirded him out at first because I think he came out through the dog door. But that's nice, I guess. Jeff is a huge fan of game shows, and his head is a square. I feel like Clarence is kind of bored with Jeff, but if you look up the show Clarence, Jeff is the main character. So sometimes, I don't know if every show does this. Like usually the main cast is just like automatically there, but he meets the main cast, so that's different. I don't think every cartoon does that. So it switched it up a little bit. Also, the art style kind of reminds me of Mad, because I don't think I put that in my notes, so I just wanted to say that. The art style of this show kind of reminds me of Mad, and then the next show kind of reminds me of Mad with the art style. So another kid shows up to Clarence's party, and he asks to get his hair cut off. Weird. His name is Sumo, so Clarence is cutting his hair in a basket nailed to a tree, like some crude treehouse. And I just found this scene to be downright hilarious, with them falling as he's cutting his hair. I'm like, what's wrong with these kids? And Clarence will become a TV show from what I've heard, and Uncle Grandpa will become a TV show as well. There's an old clip of Uncle Grandpa on YouTube I think it's a good show, but it's very weird. And Clarence was created by Skylar Page, who worked on Adventure Time. I just wanted to say that because all these shows are about people who worked on Adventure Time, and I'm in this animation group on Facebook, but I don't actually animate. And we were talking about this, and then someone said, the influence of Adventure Time is what Scott Pilgrim did to comics. Now, I haven't read Scott Pilgrim, but basically he was saying that Adventure Time has inspired a lot of people, or it's like brought in a wave of inspiration. So I don't know if you guys think that's true or not. But the next show is Lakewood Plaza Turbo. Yeah. Now, don't these characters look kind of odd to you? Almost familiar? Oh, and that voice? Doesn't it sound like someone we know? That's right, folks. This is a Dragon Ball Z sort of parody. I've seen stuff like this before, but never as a whole show. Dragon Ball, it's still popular, and I think it'll continue to be popular because it's always living on. We had Dragon Ball Z Kai on Nicktoons, so some newer kids got to see it. I think they make parodies of this show on Mad. They definitely make parodies of this in Blood Lad, which is an anime / manga. So they do make parodies of Dragon Ball Z all the time. Some of the most popular shonens out right now are inspired by Dragon Ball Z. So there you go. Dragon Ball Z will live on forever because it's just that good. It seems like Dragon Ball is just a series, that touched everyone. So the main character even has the voice of Kid Goku. That's a good enough reason to watch this show. Okay, forget this review. Next show. I'm just kidding. I'm going to tell you guys now. All the people who created these shows, I'm talking about working on Adventure Time. That might be a hint. Adventure Time is really popular. As far as I know, this show is becoming a series too. That's how it works, people. Help out on a show and soon you'll get your own. So, that's happened with previous cartoon shows too. Cartoon Network shows. Like the ones that people make such a big deal about. I don't know exactly which one, but it has happened like with the older shows. Some of those people worked on different shows and now they have their own show. It's happened. So, I'm just saying. It's weird, like most cartoons. The plot is about some evil professor who opened up a store for his robot horde, and the heroes of Lakewood City Plaza have to fight them. That's literally like the first 4 or 5 seconds of the show. Our 3 main characters are KO with the voice of Kid Goku. Major props to whoever made that decision, because I think it's really going to help with the views. And then we have Rad, who is basically a Piccolo parody. And we have End, I don't know how to say her name, who I don't know who she's a parody of, because frankly the women in Dragon Ball Z don't do anything, so I don't know if they kind of just created someone original there. Yeah, that's about it. So anyways, someone is going around spray painting, and then their master tells them to find the guy, and then the spray painter frames Rad, so we have some confrontation between him and KO, and at the end it gets solved. It was a pretty good plot, but I don't really know where they can go with this show, and I think the Dragon Ball references will help it go a long way. Like Rad was using the blast type of beam that Piccolo does. I just don't know where the show can go though. It's a weird plot with the professor and the box. What was it? The robot store. It's just weird, but they did use like attacks like Dragon Ball, like they would do in Dragon Ball Z. So, props there. All right, guys, it's time for the final show. I thought these shows really did. I thought they were gonna suck, but they really did redeem Cartoon Network, or Cartoon Network has redeemed themselves, and they have something to fall back on nicely with no trouble if their current shows end, like Adventure Time, regular show, Gumball, Looney Tunes. I think those are the only good shows on right now. Yeah, I mean, Cartoon Network, they do air a lot of cartoons, but how many of them are actually successful is another question. And even if they are successful, another question is how many of them are actually good. Because Mad is successful, but I don't think it's a good show. It's basically a parody show. It's basically like it could be a toned down Robot Chicken, for Pete's sake. And then Annoying Orange got a second season. I don't know how. That show's terrible. I even gave it a chance. I was like, oh, this is cool. We're getting these YouTubers on TV. And it's getting to the point where these YouTubers should stay on the internet. And that kind of contradicts what I said in my Super Ninjas review when I was saying that the show wasn't that good and that YouTubers can make better scenes, which is still true, but I don't know, it's kind of a different realm. You know, Annoying Orange, I think it was stupid, and then we had Fred on Nickelodeon, which was terrible, but I think Nickelodeon kind of messed up Fred. I don't really think Lucas did a bad job. Kind of off topic, kind of not. I hope they don't end the current shows, you know, Gumball, Adventure Time, all that, but these shows will definitely be a nice addition to the family, and it's nice that they're, you know, they're giving some new shows a new chance. I hope Lakewood Plaza is coming on too, but I'm not too sure on that one. And then the final show is Steven Universe, which I watched this one last night and I didn't really write down anything about it. The pilot I saw was 4 minutes, and it's on Cartoon Network's Facebook page. Oh yeah, I should tell. Well, actually, these two shows are all three of them are on YouTube. There's an 11-minute pilot or 10 minutes or whatever for this show, but the quality's bad, so I didn't want to watch it. It's like 240p, 24p, or however you guys say that. I'm literally looking at the plot on Wikipedia because I could not really understand what this show was about, or I just didn't write it down. So it's, you know, it's about Steven, and there's some kind of intergalactic team called the Crystal Gems, and together they fight and protect the universe. And yeah, they have gems on their bodies. And apparently it's a coming of age story, which probably means the characters will grow as the story goes on. And this series is made by Rebecca Sugar, who is actually one of the bigger people on Adventure Time. Like, no offense to the other guys, I think they work on the maybe the storyboards or like the animation or stuff, but she, I would say she's more well known because she does the songs. I'm not trying to down the other guys, because I think I did like their pilots better. Like, Clarence is still my favorite pilot, and then when I posted the pilots on the animation group, I believe Lakewood Plaza was the most popular one. But I have a few things to say about this show, but not that much. I'm not a big fan of Rebecca Sugar's music. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm sorry if she sees this or anything, but I don't really like her music. She's playing it on a ukulele. I think that's the only instrument she uses. And when I'm listening to these songs on Adventure Time, I'm just like, sometimes these characters, like the voice actors, they sound like they can't even sing, and the songs just don't sound. That's like the main point. Like, I don't know how you put a song into a TV show, but whatever way Adventure Time is doing it, it doesn't really sound professional. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just not a big fan of her songs. I mean, they're weird. I know it goes with the show, but they're just weird. And one of the Guardians had a crystal like right on her chest, and the way her shirt is, it kind of looked like it was part of something else. So I was like, whoa, Cartoon Network, we can't air this, guys. No. This is a kids show. The art style for this show is downright amazing. That's definitely something that you can't deny. I can't deny. And I heard they changed it to something more simplistic, so it kind of loses points there if they actually did change it. I think Steven went to the convenience store. I think he wanted to come with the other crystal gems, but they didn't let him, and he wanted to help, so they told him to go to the convenience store, and he found out like he had powers like them, and his power is time travel. As I said before, you should watch the pilots before watching this, because I don't know why you would be sitting here watching me talk about a TV show and you haven't even watched it. Because, I mean, we're just all just giving our opinions. I mean, you guys give your opinions in the comments too, but is Powers time travel? And I don't know, I kind of just lost interest, or either I was tired at this point, but he kept time traveling. I think I was playing on my iPod while I was watching this, so he kind of kept time traveling back into the store, and then there was this guy kind of insulting him, and then, you know, he came back with some comebacks, and he got him. Yeah. So I hope they kept art style, but apparently they didn't, and there's nothing really else to give. I didn't really write an ending to this video, which is bad. And then one of the guys, the guy who created Lakewood Plaza, Ian Jones, he's working on this show too. That's kind of a hint that some people are saying that he might not, his show might not get through because he's working on Rebecca Sugar's show, but I hope he gets it, his show comes through. Yeah. This is getting kind of awkward. Thank you for watching my video. What are your opinions on Clarence, Lakewood Plaza Turbo, Steven Universe? Thanks for watching. If you want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, please do. I tweet about different things, and I started using the Facebook account more, but I lost likes for using the Facebook account more, so that kind of makes me feel bad, but it's okay. So, thank you for watching. I've said that 3 times. Bye. And at my party, we're going to have some pizza poppers.